The village of Willowdale was known for its charming bakery, where the sweet aroma of freshly baked bread and pastries filled the air. The baker, Mrs. Jenkins, was famous for her delectable treats, but what the villagers didn't know was that her cookies held a secret ingredient that made them extraordinary. It started when a young girl named Lily wandered into the bakery one day. She had been exploring the village all morning and stumbled upon the cozy shop. As she pushed open the door, Mrs. Jenkins looked up from behind the counter and smiled warmly. "Welcome to my bakery. What can I get for you today?" Lily's eyes widened as she scanned the shelves stacked with jars of colorful sprinkles and bins of flour. "I don't know," she said, her voice filled with excitement. "What's your favorite thing to bake, Mrs.?" Jenkins chuckled. "Ah, my favorite is always cookies. I have a special batch just for you." She handed Lily a warm cookie still fresh from the oven. Lily took a bite and her eyes lit up. The cookie tasted like nothing she had ever experienced before. It was as if the sweetness of the sugar mixed with the richness of the chocolate. But what really caught her attention was that, suddenly, she could understand the animals in the village. At first, Lily thought it was just her imagination playing tricks on her. She heard a faint chirping sound coming from the bird perched outside the window, but when she turned to look, the bird was still there, singing its heart out. As she walked through the village, Lily discovered that the animals were communicating with each other in their own languages. The cat at the local market stall was complaining about the quality of the fish, while the squirrel on the roof of the bakery was discussing the best spots to find acorns. Word spread quickly throughout the village, and soon people were flocking to Mrs. Jenkins' bakery, hoping to get a taste of her magical cookies. But not everyone was happy with Lily's newfound ability. The local farmer, Mr. Thompson, grew suspicious that someone was eavesdropping on his conversations with his animals. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Mr. Thompson confronted Mrs. Jenkins in the middle of the bakery. "You're behind this, aren't you?" he accused, his voice low and menacing. Mrs. Jenkins looked up from the mixing bowl, where she was preparing a fresh batch of cookies. "What do you mean, Mr. Thompson? You know exactly what I'm talking about," Mr. Thompson said. "Somebody's been listening to my animals, and I think it's those blasted cookies." Lily, who had been watching from the corner of the room, stepped forward. "It's me, Mr. Jenkins." The cookie made me understand their language. The farmer scowled. "What use is that to anyone? You're just going to go around listening to animals all day." Mrs. Jenkins intervened before things escalated further. "Actually, Mr. Thompson, Lily's newfound ability could be a blessing for our village. Animals need humans to communicate with us too." As the days passed, Lily and Mrs. Jenkins worked together to explore the world of animal languages. They met a wise old owl who shared tales of the forest, a mischievous raccoon who showed them the secrets of the village's trash cans, and even a majestic deer who taught them about patience and perseverance. The villagers began to see animals in a new light, as individuals with their own thoughts and feelings rather than just creatures they controlled. The farmer's suspicions faded away as he watched his animals interact with humans in ways he never thought possible. One fateful night, a group of wild wolves wandered into the village. They had been forced from their home due to deforestation and were seeking refuge. At first, the villagers cowered in fear, but Lily stepped forward, understanding that these creatures needed help too. The wolf pack's leader, an ancient gray wolf named Akira, surprised everyone by speaking fluent English. "We've come for a place to call our own," she said, her voice steady and calm. Lily translated Akira's words to the villagers, who listened with wide eyes. Mrs. Jenkins handed out cookies to both humans and wolves alike, symbolizing their newfound understanding. From that moment on, Willowdale became a sanctuary for animals seeking refuge from the dangers of the outside world. The villagers learned to listen to each other, not just their own kind, and the magical cookies became legendary. Years went by, and Lily grew up to become a renowned animal whisperer. Mrs. Jenkins continued to bake her famous cookies, spreading love and understanding throughout the village. As for Akira and her pack, they found a new home in Willowdale, where humans and wolves lived together in harmony. The bakery remained at the heart of it all, its magical cookies infusing the villagers with compassion and empathy towards all creatures great and small. And whenever someone took a bite, they too could hear the voices of animals, sharing their stories and wisdom with those willing to listen.